The sky was a patchwork of stars, peaceful and steady, unaware of the silent threat slipping toward Earth. Deep within NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Dr. Elena Tsai's team was far from calm. Rows of scientists, engineers, and cryptographers crowded the laboratory, their eyes glued to screens displaying a seemingly random pattern of symbols and sounds. But Dr. Tsai knew better. She sensed that a message lay within the noise. After weeks of decoding, her fingers trembled as she typed the last command to reveal the signal's hidden meaning. The screen displayed a translated transmission in ominously clear text. Target: Sol System, Water World, Designation Earth. Initiate extraction. A heavy silence settled over the lab. Elena's colleague, Ravi, leaned in, face pale. "This isn't just noise, is it?" he whispered. Elena shook her head, her voice barely a murmur.
"No.
This is an invasion plan." 2 days later, an emergency assembly of world leaders convened at the United Nations. Heads of state and ministers from every nation gathered, their faces drawn with worry. Cameras recorded the historic event as the Secretary-General introduced Dr. Tsai, who stepped forward to present the findings. Behind her, the screen displayed visuals of space and the decoded message. She took a deep breath before speaking. "Approximately 11 months from now, a foreign fleet will enter our solar system. Based on the data we've gathered, this fleet is on a direct course to Earth, with plans to scavenge our water. They're hostile and prepared for conflict." Murmurs rippled through the assembly. President Carter of the United States spoke up first. "So, what's our response? Can we even stop them?" Dr. Tsai hesitated, weighing her words carefully. "Individually, no. But if humanity unites, if we pool our resources, technologies, and expertise, then I believe we can mount a defense. This is not just a military engagement. It's an all-out effort to safeguard Earth's very survival." After hours of heated debate, the decision was unanimous. Humanity would face this threat as a single, united front. Each country committed to a global task force, pooling resources, science, and the will to defend Earth. Humanity would meet the intruders in space, intercepting them before they reached the inner solar system. In the weeks that followed, the world embarked on an unprecedented endeavor. The vast differences that once divided nations melted away under the weight of their shared purpose. Secret facilities buzzed with activity, and the boundaries between civilian and military resources blurred. Every industry, every sector of society mobilized toward the singular mission of defending Earth. Dr. Tsai's first task was to design a fleet capable of surviving the void and the alien assault. She led a team that included aerospace engineers, military strategists, and physicists from over 50 countries. Their goal: craft ships armed for an offensive battle in deep space, yet robust enough to endure alien technology they barely understood. In Moscow, Russian scientists unlocked the power of miniaturized nuclear propulsion systems, doubling the thrust-to-weight ratio of Earth's current engines. In Japan, engineers devised shields that could absorb and dissipate energy-based attacks using layers of superalloy composites and magnetic fields. Meanwhile, Germany's top metallurgists created ultralight, ultra-strong alloys for ship hulls. Ravi, now Elena's second-in-command, coordinated with physicists from CERN to develop a new type of railgun, capable of firing projectiles at near-light speed. Dubbed the Gungnir, this weapon could, in theory, punch a hole through any material known to humankind. Its design was shared across continents, and soon, every ship in Earth's fleet was equipped with Gungnir-class railguns. Elena worked tirelessly, overseeing the integration of these technologies. She coordinated hundreds of video calls, approved specifications, and held emergency design reviews. Sleep became a luxury, but Elena knew the stakes were too high for rest. As the fleet was built, Earth also needed eyes and defenses closer to home. Scientists from NASA and ESA collaborated to design an orbital defense grid stretching from the Moon to Mars. Satellites equipped with new quantum communication technology were launched, enabling real-time data sharing across the solar system. In low orbit around Mars, the first line of defense was deployed, a series of stealth drones, each equipped with EMP cannons, heat-seeking missiles, and kinetic rods. These drones were designed to intercept and disorient enemy ships before they reached Earth's main fleet. Further back, at Earth's Lagrange points, massive automated platforms known as Sentinel stations were constructed. They housed enormous banks of missile launchers and laser arrays, capable of bombarding the alien fleet from a distance. Every move the aliens made would be tracked, and each target identified well before they approached Earth. Meanwhile, Earth's militaries worked side by side, training their pilots in zero-gravity combat tactics and dogfighting maneuvers that only the most advanced simulation systems could replicate. Hundreds of thousands of civilian volunteers joined the ranks, eager to contribute in any way possible. Some would operate drones, while others would maintain the complex orbital network or act as mission control staff from Earth. In secret locations, black site academies were established to train elite operatives. These men and women underwent grueling drills, mastering the alien ship blueprints, simulated from partial scans NASA had detected. They practiced nonverbal commands, vital in the cold silence of space combat. Ravi was stationed in one such facility, ensuring the operatives knew every inch of the Gungnir railguns. Remember, he'd tell the recruits, you might only get one shot. Make it count. It wasn't just about technology and tactics. The psychological toll loomed over everyone involved. Earth was uniting to face a species that saw them as mere resources. Dr. Ismail Khan, a renowned psychologist, conducted global sessions for troops and civilians alike, addressing the fear of facing an unknown, powerful foe. We're all afraid, he said to an audience of young cadets. But courage is not the absence of fear. It's choosing to stand firm in the face of that fear. You are not alone. We are all fighting together. Worldwide, people drew strength from their shared vulnerability and their common humanity. Families sent messages of love and encouragement. Murals were painted in the streets, and even music played a role. Across the globe, songs of unity and survival became anthems for the cause, a reminder that everyone was part of this fight. Months slipped by, and as the alien fleet drew closer, Earth's defenses were nearly complete. Elena and Ravi conducted a final inspection of the fleet, taking in the sleek, powerful ships arrayed on Mars' surface. They bristled with weaponry and shimmering armor, an impressive testament to what humanity could accomplish when united. You did it, Elena, Ravi said, his eyes filled with admiration. We all did, she replied, her voice heavy with emotion. This is our stand. With the fleet ready, every ship's crew was briefed on the battle plan. The forward ships would engage the alien fleet at Mars's orbit, drawing their attention. Meanwhile, drones from the orbital grid would launch a simultaneous flanking attack, targeting weak points. Elena delivered her final address to the troops over a live broadcast. Today, we face an enemy that sees us as little more than resources to be harvested. But we are more than that. We are a people who have conquered the harshest elements of our world, endured hardship, and overcome division to come together. Today, we fight as one. For Earth. For each other. The broadcast ended, and Earth waited with bated breath. The day finally arrived. The alien ships, brutal and imposing, emerged at Mars's orbit, a dark shadow stretching across the planet's red surface. Earth's fleet, positioned and ready, activated their systems and locked onto the approaching vessels. Commander Eco's voice cut through the comms. All units, prepare for engagement. Remember, we are humanity's last line of defense. Stay steady, and may your aim be true. The alien fleet fired the first shot, beams of plasma lancing through space. Earth's ships evaded and returned fire, Gungnir railguns hurling projectiles that cut through the void, slamming into the alien hulls with devastating force. Elena watched from mission control, fingers clenched. The alien fleet maneuvered with frightening speed, their tactics precise and deadly. Several human ships fell under the relentless assault, but humanity didn't waver. For every ship that was lost, another surged forward, pressing the attack. The drones from the orbital defense grid swarmed the enemy fleet from behind, bombarding them with missile clusters and EMP waves. The alien ships faltered, their formations breaking as they struggled to respond to attacks from multiple directions. Ravi, stationed aboard one of Earth's lead vessels, guided the targeting system, directing fire at the alien flagship. His gaze was intense as he locked onto its power core. "This is it," he murmured. "Elena, we're going for the flagship." Elena's voice crackled over the comm. "Take the shot, Ravi. Give them everything we've got." Ravi activated the Gungnir railgun, the projectile hurtling toward the enemy flagship. It struck dead-on, piercing the core. The flagship erupted in a brilliant flash, taking out several alien ships nearby. The remaining ships attempted to retreat, but Earth's defenders pursued relentlessly, finishing them off one by one. As the last alien ship disintegrated, cheers erupted through the comm channels. Humanity had triumphed against all odds. On Earth, people flooded the streets in celebration, hugging strangers, waving flags, and honoring the fallen. Elena slumped in her chair, exhausted but exhilarated. She glanced at Ravi's face on the screen, the same mixture of relief and pride mirrored in his eyes. "We did it," she whispered. "We really did it." In the aftermath of victory, Earth's leaders gathered for one final assembly. The Secretary-General stood, his voice resonant with hope. "Today, we proved that humanity, united, can overcome any challenge. But we cannot grow complacent. We have seen what lies beyond, and we must prepare ourselves for the future. We propose the construction of a Dyson sphere, an energy source that will power humanity and secure our defense for generations." One by one, each world leader pledged their support. They would share resources, knowledge, and work together to achieve what once seemed impossible. As the assembly concluded, Elena and Ravi stood side by side, staring into the night sky. Humanity had faced its greatest threat and emerged stronger, with eyes set firmly on the stars.